What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Justin and Nick
Finger guns
for another week of DTT's Weekly Hot 5. I have my hair down this week. Shout out to Zach from Zach's DIY Guns. He has been a very strong supporter of the channel, and he commented last week, how come you never have your hair down? So I don't want to set too crazy of a precedent with responding to comment requests, but
could get pretty wild.
But shout out to Zach for always supporting the channel and supporting the company. He's always in the comments and stuff like that. So if you are interested in seeing some like videos just made by another YouTuber about a whole bunch of our products, honestly, go check out Zach's channel, Zach DIY Guns, because he showcases upper builds and a lot of our stuff on there all the time, stuff that he ordered and put together himself. So if you're interested in that at all, go check out his channel. Thanks, Zach. So we'll just roll right into our weekly Hot 5. So this is just this is 5 products of our top sellers from last week. These aren't necessarily like the top 5 because there's a few things that would just happen every single week if we did that, namely Polymer 80, 80% blanks. So honorable mention to our 80% as usual, because we're always selling a bunch of those and you guys are always building out cool handguns.
And we just got a restock of all colors and all different, like single stack, double stack, compacts, full sizes.
Yes.
So browse in while we got them.
If you are one of the people who has been waiting for the 80% blank for your 45 ACP handgun build, we did finally get them in. So head on over to the site and yeah, get your 45 gun built out. So headed into our weekly Hot 5. Our first, and this is kind of an interesting array of products, honestly.
Yeah.
For our Hot 5, this is kind of different than I think what we normally see. So for our very first product, we have the Journeyman rifle. We had a great deal going on these all the way through Black Friday and still into our holiday sale. So I think that is why we probably had a bunch of these go out the door. But this is our Journeyman rifle. We do have another video, an older video on the channel, doing like a full run through of this rifle, kind of just talking about it. But guys, this is essentially like this is our starter rifle. This is our 16-inch barrel, 15-inch handguard, like pretty much mil spec everything. Comes with the flip ups. Sorry to our handguards. Hopefully they hold up.
Yeah.
Comes with a good stock, a good grip out of the box. We sent a few of these out for review from a couple other YouTubers. All the reviews went well. We were super happy with how everything went. So if you're looking to get into a new AR build, if you're looking to pick up something that's not going to break the bank, but you want to have another gun in the safe, definitely check out the Journeyman rifle, because this thing does great and it is not going to completely kill your pocketbook.
Yeah, I mean, essentially you can get one of these rifles fully built for less than some builder sets out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
totally.
It's a great deal.
Yeah, it is great. And we really like it.
Yeah.
It's been great so far. So
next on the list, this is class favorite.
Yeah.
Customer favorite, one of our favorites. We talked about the second half of this last week, which was the AR-15 CMMG 22 mags. This is the actual conversion kit, which is this replaces your BCG. And once again, it slides right in. You don't have to change out your barrel or pretty much anything else. You swap this in, make sure your mag changes, and you're good to go.
As long as your AR is chambered in 5.56 or 2.23,
yeah,
you don't need to change out your barrel.
Yeah, that is true. I can't say enough about these. They just work. They get better and better. This has been just this robust, awesome kit from CMMG. It's been a flagship here. We've been carrying them for years, only seen improvements in them, and just tons of customer feedback. They're just a blast. That's all they are. They're great for the weekends, great for kids. Yeah, great for, once again, getting through your fire control manipulations, getting through your reload mechanics, cheaply, this is the way to go.
Yeah, they're awesome and they're easy. And this one actually, I mean, I'm sure you'll be able to tell in some of the close-up shots, but this one's pretty dirty. We actually ran this in a gun at a booth at Utah, a firing line event here in Utah a few months ago. So we've run this internally with some of our own like videos and stuff we've done. We ran it at Utah, like thousands of rounds on a gun that was suppressed. So it's actually still pretty dirty, and this thing has done extremely well. Even this specific unit has done great.
We did not treat that gun well at Utah at all. Like
this thing has been blatantly disrespected.
Yeah,
over the last few months.
If there was an opportunity for a part to fail or chip or break, it would have been at that event. People were slamming in mags and just burning down guns at that event. And shout out to Utah. It's a great time.
Yeah.
Come on out. Have a road trip.
Yeah, one of our favorite shooting events here in the state of Utah for sure. All right, on to the next, our third product. I have two handguards here actually, so this isn't just one specific product, but more a category that we've kind of been running for the past couple weeks. These are from our $40 handguard category. So essentially we had a certain number of handguards that we picked out that we could just sell for that good of a price, which is, as most of you guys know, pretty unusual for a handguard. So I have two here just to kind of show and give an idea for what we were putting in that category and what you guys were seeing. Both of these 15-inch M-LOK handguards, both come with QD mounts already like integrated in the handguard on the front and the back. These are both 3-side M-LOK. This one's got the full Picatinny rail across the top. This one actually just has at the back and at the front, and then you do have more M-LOK down the center there. And I mean, we obviously, like, we test fire a lot of uppers. We get out and shoot. We use these handguards often, and they do great. So at a really good price for a handguard that has everything you need. I mean, it's no wonder that it's on the list this week. But if you didn't know that we had that going on, we'll probably keep it going on through a little ways into our holiday sale. So if you're looking to finish up that build, then this is a super affordable way to get that done.
Yeah. Ooh. Brings us to our next. This is one of our uppers. Obviously, you guys know us for throwing together some killer deals on uppers. You guys were into the big bore this week. Feels like there's a lot going on in the YouTube world, in social media. We're seeing just a ton of big bore builds coming out in variable lengths. This is the Bullet Farmer. This is a 308 upper build kit. It's awesome. It's kind of that retro styling. It's key modded for all the Chads out there. Big old key mod 308 build. It kind of has, once again, kind of that retro styling to it. This has been one of the best sellers in the 308 configuration. You guys have really, really liked this. I don't see enough of these finished on social media or like send in pictures to us. Man, we'd love to see how you guys are finishing these out. But all kind of standard parts through it. Nothing too fancy. Bird cage, nice barrel, standard gas block. This is just a good kind of start to those 308 builds. Feels like this week is a lot of like solid starter pieces, starter rifles is what people are into, which we're always stoked to see more shooters out there and testing different calibers.
Absolutely. And that will roll us right into our next product, which is related. We have an Arrow M5 lower receiver. So this is the lower from Arrow Precision that will be for any of your AR-10/LR308 style builds. This specifically would be LR308 if we're being technical, because there is a difference. Make sure if you're building out a 308 or a 6.5 Creedmoor, kind of whether you're going technically AR-10 or LR308, because you want to make sure that all your parts are compatible. But if we're just generalizing, this is the AR-10 style lower receiver from Arrow Precision. And this is, I mean, the M5 receiver set or the M5 builder set is probably one of the, like, it's easily one of the go-tos when it comes to doing these like 308 builds. It's just such a solid set, and it's also not super high priced. I mean, I think that's like, that can be said about Arrow Precision stuff across the board, is that the amount of quality that you're getting for the price is typically really good. And then I definitely think that's the case with the M5 stuff. So if you're looking to get into a 308 build, 6.5 Creedmoor or 8.6 Blackout, Arrow M5 is a super, super solid place to start, and also not super expensive.
Yeah, and once again, circling back, just as you are doing these builds, the other big thing that we run in, we hear a lot from customer service too, is make sure if you're not doing one of our just full build kits like this, make sure that your handguard and upper, the tang heights are the same, because there is variability in those, and you can have a wonky looking upper. That's why just going with one of our kits, there's a ton of different styles. It's just everything fits together well, pairs well, and there's no kind of gaps or height differences in them. Yeah. That kind of brings us to our picks of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. My pick of the week this week are these. These are from Tyrant Designs. These are the TDC 001 and 002. The 001 is the full size. The 002 is the slightly smaller blade. It's kind of a modified Tonto. What I like about this, everything that Tyrant does, if you don't know from their Glock stuff, they really like all the little detailing, and we see that so much in this EDC. And this is kind of, if you're a knife guy, it is knife guy, knife girl, knife human. If you're a knife human, if you're a knife enthusiast, this is already kind of has all the bells and whistles in it that looks like it's a custom build. So we see a custom backspacer that's milled. All these parts are 6061 aluminum. Obviously, that backspacer and like the flipper are in matching colors. This comes in a gold and a black. But we just see the little detailings that really mattered, like your pin here is recessed for your ball bearing, a nice pocket clip, and then they did something pretty interesting on the handle, which I was a huge fan of. It's an EPDM rubber that's cut in a chevron pattern, and that rubber is really cool in the fact that it stays grippy, especially when wet. And they use this across all their line that uses it. So when in their AR-15, some of their Glock accessories have the same rubber. So there's kind of a cool brand story across the board where we're seeing some of the coloring and some of the same styling from your AR to your Glock to your daily carry, which I don't know. I really like that a brand is kind of telling their story in all different areas.
Yeah, it's cool. And you can have like tactile familiarity, platform to platform to platform. It's just cool detail.
Yeah, I just really like it as we're getting more and more into the EDC stuff. I'm really glad we're grabbing some of these. They're a little higher price point, but worth it. Everything from deep pocket clips, fit finish. It's really a great open close. They're really cool pieces. You can check them out under our knives section. And man, I really hope this category grows.
Yeah. Those are cool. I do really like those scales, the like rubber scales.
Yeah, something just feels different.
Yeah, I think they feel really cool. All right, my pick for this week, I have here the Lightning Tap SPSR. That stands for Short Pull Short Reset 2.0 trigger. So these are like upgraded triggers for your Glock compatible builds. So any of you guys that are out there doing like 80% builds, polymer 80 builds, and you're looking for a good trigger option, we would recommend these for a lot of those builds. And I chose this actually because we had somebody actually message in and ask us to do a video on these. So I think we'll look into doing like a full video, really showing more about this. But just kind of in quick preparation for that, I did take a closer look at it and did just want to kind of give these things a plug because, as stated in this video every single week, there's a lot of you guys out there doing the Glock compatible builds and doing the Palm-80 builds, and also, as we know, like, Glock triggers aren't exactly known for being the crispest or the cleanest.
That's very kind of you.
So, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are out there looking for something that's going to be a little bit of an upgrade. So these, I actually do have one installed here in a Palmer-80 build. This one is in gold. So we actually carry these in. And these are billet triggers, so they're actually machined from aluminum, and we have them in red, gold, blue, black, silver, so a whole bunch of different colorways depending on how much you want to actually customize your build and what other components you might be trying to match with color accents. We have a bunch of options, but this is a very for being one of these triggers, there's a little bit of take up there, and then we do have a nice crisp pull, and then a nice short and crisp reset. So as far as the options go, I do think that, especially again for the price, this is a really good option if you want to upgrade that Glock trigger. I was testing out the weight of pull on this thing the other day, kind of doing a little prep work for a video on it. And this thing really is coming in right around 3.5 pound pull almost every time. So, I mean, it's light, it's pretty crisp. Could be, and also I can't say like I don't shoot Glocks a lot, and I don't have a ton of experience with a bunch of different triggers. But comparing this to like the stock trigger on Glocks, it definitely feels good, feels a lot better to me, and feels more crisp and short than most handgun triggers out there that I have messed with. So just wanted to highlight that one. That's our Lightning Tap SPSR 2.0 trigger. So
Is that from the local boys?
yeah, that's a Utah company that makes those. They bring us a lot of our handgun stuff. So shout out to our local friends making cool stuff.
Yeah, we've been carrying those triggers for a long time, and we've seen a couple iterations of them, and that company's been kind of growing with us.
Yeah, TF Tactical.
Yeah.
They make these. They make our reduced trigger springs for ARs that we sell.
Sell a bunch of.
Yeah, they make a bunch of stuff. So shout out to TF Tactical. All right, I think that is everything for this week. As usual, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys, if you're not already, subscribe to our email list, because most of this stuff that ends up being super hot items, that's where you're going to see this stuff first, is on those email newsletters. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If there's anything you guys want us to take a little bit of a closer look at in one of these, put it down in the comments, because we would love to get to any of that for you guys.
Totally. And take a friend out shooting this week. The more people we get into this sport, the more we get to kind of protect our rights and help people understand and misunderstood categories. So yeah, please take someone out who's never seen a gun, never touched a gun, and help familiarize them with the beauty of the Second Amendment.
Spread the good word. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in all the time, and we will see you on the next one.